So with her friend Hannah here, we could now understand each other. She is Cherry Cherry Boom Boom from GB World, and I am her interpreter, Hannah. She has spent the last 15 years finding out what interpreting figurative language is. And now, finally, all her questions have been answered. And it would be a great pleasure to share her research to you Earthlings. Has anyone ever said that they were telling you something straight from the horse's mouth? If so, that person used figurative language to tell you that you were hearing information from a reliable source. You see, figurative language is the use of words in a way that is different from what they usually mean. Read the sentence.
Aunt Kitty was upset when she found out her new mug was broken.
Now, read the next sentence.
Aunt Kitty hit the ceiling when she found out her new mug was broken.
The second sentence uses different words but has the same meaning as the first sentence.
You might also hear someone say,
"The noise is driving me up a wall."
This means that
"The noise is really annoying me." Hey! Can you turn that down?
Now, you might ask, how do you understand figurative language? You could understand figurative language by using word meaning in a context to help you. Look for clues in a reading passage to help you figure out what new meaning the words could have. They might be in the sentence where the words are found. They may also be in the sentence just before or just after the one where the words are found. Let's read a passage and figure out if we can identify what toot her own horn means.
Our soccer team has won every game this season. So far, we are the only undefeated team in our division. If you listen to our goalie, Marta, she thinks it's because she is such a great goalie. She says that without her, we would be in last place. She is a good goalie, but we are also a good team. Marta is always bragging about her abilities. I wish Marta wouldn't toot her own horn so much. It would be nice to hear her compliment the other players on the team once in a while.
Think about what the words toot her own horn mean. Let's find the word meaning in context. First, let's narrow down the clues.
The chart here shows 3 sentences. The one that comes before the words toot her own horn, the one that contains the words toot her own horn, and the one that comes after the words toot her own horn. Marta is always bragging about her abilities. I wish Marta wouldn't toot her own horn so much. It would be nice to hear her compliment the other players on the team once in a while. Now, think about what the clues in the sentence tells you. Marta talks about her abilities. She never compliments the other players on the soccer team.
So, the words toot her own horn means being conceited.
Suddenly,
Similes, metaphors, and personification are types of figurative language as well as idioms. Idioms are phrases whose words have a meaning different from their usual meaning, such as,
Look at what happened to my new mug, Karel! Did you have anything to do with this? Did the cat get your tongue, Karel?
read this sentence.
The aged man's face was as worn as an old shoe.
The two things being compared are a man's face and an old shoe. The writer used simile to help readers picture out how old and tired the man's face looked. A simile uses the word like or as to compare two different things. Read this sentence.
Jane's stomach is a bottomless pit.
The two things being compared are a girl's stomach and a bottomless pit. The writer uses metaphor to show how large Jane's appetite is. A metaphor compares two different things but does not use the words like or as. A metaphor says that one thing is another thing. Now read this sentence.
The branches of the trees were hands that reached out to grab me.
Notice the words hands that reached out to grab me. The writer describes the branches by giving them human characteristics. This is an example of personification. Personification gives human characteristics to animals, things, or ideas. So, why is there a need to interpret figurative language? It is important to interpret figurative language because authors use figurative language to help readers create pictures in their minds. It creates an artistic visualization of what the writer wants to relate to you. With the understanding of what is figurative language, how to interpret figurative language and its importance, you can now read and read and read all you want and quench your thirst for awareness, because there's nothing more delicious than acquiring knowledge. Goodbye for now and have a happy adventure in reading!
Find us